Hey guys, it's Brett Lewis from L4 Group, and it is the middle of the summer, and I figured it would be a great time to talk about some instant shade in your backyard, and specifically about installing retractable awnings. And today I have Steve Ohl, who's the president of RF Ohl, with us. So Steve, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I know you guys do a lot of energy, um, solutions. You deliver heating oil and propane. You install and service, air conditioning systems. You want to give everybody a little bit more in-depth background about what RFO does, and then talk about, solutions that you offer for patio and outdoor living.
Sure. Yeah, we're actually 30 years old this year. We started in 1984. Uh, Heating oil and propane delivery. We also have a full-service HVAC department that does installations and service on heating systems and cooling systems for heating oil, propane, natural gas. Um, we also do electric heat pumps, geothermal, solar solutions. So we do the full gamut of energy, and we also have a hearth and patio showroom located at 400 Interchange Road in Lehigh, and we have everything that you need for the hearth inside. We have fireplaces, space heaters, in natural gas, propane, wood pellet stoves. We also have outdoor fire pits. We have barbecue grills by Weber. Carry the Primo oval moto style charcoal grills. We also carry outdoor fire pits and smokers. We carry all the accessories for grills. We have a full line of barbecue rubs and spices and salsas. We also do patio furniture. The Highwood brand is very popular right now. It's a synthetic wood outdoor patio furniture, deep seating, and it's an awesome product. We also carry the retractable awning lines, which you can see behind me here. Uh, we have Craft Built, and we also have SunSetter. And a lot of people ask us, kind of, do you sell retractable awnings in your heating oil and HVAC company? It really was the energy saving benefits. Back in 2007 and 8, we were doing a lot of energy audits for PPL utilities, and the one of the energy savings benefits of an awning is it's usually keeps the area 15 degrees cooler that you're sitting under, but also your home if you have it over windows and doors where the sun's shining in. So it was just kind of a natural fit for us when we go out and talk to customers, and installing a retractable awning in conjunction with a conditioning system or a heating system. It added a lot of benefit and value for the customer to have that awning installed. Not only did it look nice, but it was also saving them energy. So that's kind of how we got into the retractable awning market.
That's awesome. And just to give everybody a little bit of framework, I mean, it looks like you're sitting outdoors, but you're actually inside your showroom where you have these awnings installed, and people can come inside and take a look at the different brands that you carry, right?
Yeah, we actually have the awnings installed above our outdoor room. It's inside, but we have a full outdoor room set up with a grill and patio furniture and the awning, so it kind of give you the feel and the idea of how you can do your own outdoor room. We like to call it an instant outdoor room. You know, put an awning in, a grill, and some patio furniture. Within a day, you have an outdoor room.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So with retractable awnings, can you first just talk a little bit about where you can install these, and the types of benefits, or not benefits, but the features that awning comes with?
Yeah, there. I mean, I have one in my own house. I don't know how I could use my porch without it. It's just and I'm sure everybody has this sunny spot on their home where at some point during the day it's just so hot you can't even sit out there in the summer. We had we had a wooden table on there, and it would actually lift the table and warp it. because it was that hot. And then as the sun set, the table would go back. It was made out of pressure treated lumber. So having the awning out there allows us to actually utilize the space that we would never be able to use. It just be too hot. Um, so the awning is it's definitely going to make your home more livable. Using the outdoor areas, you can mount it from a roof if you want. You can mount it from a soffit. You can do a traditional mount, which is like behind me here. You'd mount it on the side of the home, and you can mount it on just about any structure. People have mounted them on garages that face a house, or you can mount it on walls. Barns. You can mount it on your house, itself if you want. So there's a lot of different options, and we do free estimates. And I'm sure if there's an awning company in your area that you like to use, most awning companies would offer a free estimate. So in particular, we do quite a few of these a year. So we're out on the road every day, and we would just stop in and do a free estimate for you. It doesn't take that long. Typically, it's
Sure.
a day or less, when you have the installations done. But yeah, many options to mount. You can even get posted awnings that are flat, and they have 4 posts or 2 posts, and they're kind of like if you visualize a curtain, but it's flat on your roof area, and they're just retract backwards, and they're motorized, so you can. Um, there's a lot of different options. There's fully customizable awnings that can go up to like 40 feet wide, and there's other ones that can extend out over 20 some feet. So there's just a lot of different options available. Um,
Okay. And what about the actual powering of the awnings? I mean, I've seen some that you hand crank. I've seen others that are motorized. Can you talk a little bit about that?
sure. The hand crank is your basic starting point awning. And the best thing I can tell people to do is come in and sample the hand crank. Make sure it's something you want to do before you get it, because it sounds like, oh, I can crank the awning out, but if you have somebody that's say watching your home, or you know maybe your wife doesn't want to crank it out, but you're saying, oh, I don't mind, but you got to remember who's using the awning. So I always have anybody that wants to, they can come in and test it out on the awning we have in the showroom and try out the hand crank. Me personally, I like to hit the remote and have the motorized version. It's nice. It just goes in and out by itself. The other thing that you can add to it is also a wind sensor. So if you're away from the house, or say you decided to go shopping and you forgot to retract the awning, or you just wanted to leave it out, if a sudden wind gust comes up and you have the wind sensor installed, it'll actually close itself. Now with a hand crank, that's not an option, and we've definitely seen our share of hand crank awnings that were out when wind gusts came through, and they'll just, if it's a really strong wind gust, it can tear up the awning and bend the framework. So that's something you definitely want to be aware of. The awnings are pretty tough, but it's like anything else. I just saw there was tornado warnings out, and I think it was in Bradford County in Pennsylvania, and they were showing a mobile home that had been pushed up against a tree. So the power of wind, it's always something you want to be aware of.
Yeah, exactly, and sometimes these storms come up so quickly, and you might have the awning out. You run inside, you get busy doing something, maybe take a phone call. You don't know wind's kicking up, and without that wind sensor, I can just imagine, within a couple minutes, I mean, you could find yourself coming back outside and seeing the awning kind of torn up.
Yeah, I have my own house. I've used mine probably 5 to 7 times over the few years that I've had it installed, and it's definitely been a blessing to have it, because one of the times I wasn't home, I forgot to retract it, and a really bad thunderstorm came through, and I got home and I thought, oh man, hope it worked, and it did. You always have that in the back of your mind, but it's a fail safe. It's just that you remember, and it's one less thing that you have to take care of if you're out. I've already been sitting outside, and I didn't think a wind gust was that bad, but apparently maybe the tree shielded some of the wind, and the awning caught some of it, and it closed right up, and then just go back and open it up. So it was it's definitely better to have it than not have it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So now, can you talk a little bit about SunSetter awnings? I know that's a very popular brand in America. And just talk about, you know, the construction, the options that are available, and then I know you carry the craft built line as well. So kind of do a little bit of comparison, between the two lines for people.
Sure. The SunSetter is a very good brand. They actually make the number one selling awning in America, the Vista line, and it's a it's an entry level model. The nice thing about SunSetter is they're a great company to deal with. They make a very affordable product that is what I would call like a for anybody looking at awnings, a basic awning, entry level, whatever you're looking for. They make affordable options, and they have very solid construction. They're made in America. Um, they're easily accessible. Usually within 10 days or so, we can have one shipped to us. Now that's the thing about awnings is you can't really stock them because each one is designed, for the home, and nobody ever picks the same color, and they have different color choices. So one of the things that SunSetter has is they make a laminate product that is pretty much 99% waterproof, which some people like, and then they make a woven acrylic, and these are the different choices if you can see them.
Okay.
Uh, they make a multitude of different designs and colors. It's nice. You do have options. It's not just one shade or a solid. They make nice different colors that you can pick through, and we come out matching up to your siding and your house and everything. Uh,
Sure.
on the To my right is a plane there. You can see it. That's a SunSetter. That's the SunSetter brand right there that we carry, and they have a 5-year warranty on the fabric, and then you can get an upgraded to a um, you can purchase an upgraded warranty for SunSetter, and that'll give you another 5 years. Now the other brand that we carry is Craft Built. Craft Built is a little bit different. They have a lot of options. Um, their their construction is what I would call beefier. If you can see the difference in the Craft Built line, see the end cap here is closed. SunSetter has an open concept end cap, and then if you look at the Craft Built, if you can see it, it's what they call a cassette style. The back side of it hides the roller where the awning is. If you see the Craft Built, or the SunSetter, sorry, is open. So the basic difference there is you can, kind of shield from, say, the rain and twigs and leaves and things. A little less maintenance on the Craft Built versus the SunSetter. Both good brands, both made in America. Craft Built's made down in Lansdale, PA. And the thing about the Craft Built is, each one can be engineered to the home. They're made, specifically for your home. So there's a little bit different in options, and you know, there's different things that you can do through the Craft Built that maybe SunSetter, doesn't offer. One of them is it's just an amazing amount of color choices and fabric choices with the Craft Built, and like it's been a little bit beefier construction. That they typically have about a probably a 2-week lead time, just because they design everything for the home. So, and again, we come out and do all that to take care of the measurements and everything for you. And
Sure.
so that's one of the basic differences between them. Both very good awnings. Can't stress that enough. That they're both very good. It's just really the thing to do is come in and compare, and check out all the options and see what works for you, because not every customer is the same. No two neighbors are the same. So it's we've actually done installations side by side on the same day for for neighbors. So it's funny because I think people talk, and they come in together into the showroom, and they're like, oh yeah, come out and do both of our houses while you're out there. Take a look, and sure. And And it's funny, sometimes people actually pick the same colors, so it's just interesting. But it's, it's definitely and for us too, it's a good time to get to know people because everybody likes to do things outside. So it's a very relaxed atmosphere when you come into the showroom. I mean, we always have some coffee brewing, and there's always water, different things here. So
Yeah, that's awesome, and it's great that you have both awnings there. People can actually touch, feel, see the two different awnings, decide for themselves, which one is the right solution for their particular needs. So that's great.
yeah, it just makes it so much better when you can come in and we have them hooked up so you can play with the motors and see how the awnings retract. If you want to hand crank them, go ahead. You can hand crank them and test it out. I always tell people hand crank it now because you're gonna have to do that every time you want to use it. So
Right.
more often than not, most people go with the motorized version. It makes it so much easier.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, anything else that you want to add regarding awnings that, a consumer that would be out there shopping and considering, installing one, some things that they would, should look for?
Well, I think the main thing is the quality, and before you order something, I know everybody's a big proponent of ordering things online and having things shipped to your home. The one thing that you want to do with an awning is remember it's actually going to become part of your home. So it's kind of not a disposable product. You're going to have that on your house for the next 20, 30 years possibly. You really want to check it out and make sure that the construction is what it says it is, that the product's durable, that you're actually ordering the version that you think you're getting, because a lot of times, things seem like what they should be a certain thing, and somebody will come to your home, show you a picture in a book, and when it shows up, it's not necessarily what you ordered. The nice part about, going into a hearth and patio showroom is that you can actually touch and feel the product and make sure it's what you expect to get. See the differences. It's hard to tell the difference in a picture. You may not even be able to tell just in the video that we're doing now, but actually going into and touching and feeling the product and the fabrics. Make sure it is a true woven acrylic fabric. Um, you know, like Craft Built uses a different threads than say SunSetter. Um, so there's different variations into the things that play into it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that before you purchase an awning, because it is an investment. See and make sure that it's something that you're going to want in your home for the next, like I said, 20, 30 years. It's not like you're going out and buying an easy up tent or something, and you can just go out and buy another one if it isn't exactly what you wanted. But it's going to become part of the house. So you definitely want to, like I said, I like to at least touch and feel the product and make sure it's the quality that I think it is.
Yeah, without a doubt. And just give everybody again your location so that if they're local, they can swing by and check out your showroom. And also talk about the service area that you cover because, some people might be watching this and hear your address and think, oh, he's not going to be able to install in my area. But you do have a pretty extensive service area. So why don't you just touch on that?
Sure. We're located at 400 Interchange Road in Lehigh, PA. Our phone number is 610-377-1098. Our website is www.rfohl.com. We're reachable by email also, which is info@rfohl.com. And if you go on our website, you can check out our Facebook and Twitter and link up to those. We're active on those also. The service radius we do is about a 50-mile radius of Lehigh, Pennsylvania. We cover about 82 zip codes within that radius, and we also cover Schuylkill County, Monroe County, Northampton County, Lehigh County, and Carbon County. If you're finding yourself, near an area that you have a question on, just call us. We're always adding zip codes. If we're able to go to your market, we will. So yeah, definitely give us a call. we'll definitely look at where you're at and make the determination.
Okay, awesome. Well, Steve, thanks for taking time out of your day to talk about staying cool in the shade, and I will talk to you soon.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Take care.